This is how I used to practice my Chinese. 不好意思，地铁站在哪里？地铁站。好的，谢谢。Good morning and welcome back to Shanghai, China. Unfortunately, today is my last day in this beautiful city, so I thought it'd be interesting to show you what I would do if it was my first day visiting Shanghai. So, right now we're at People's Square Metro Station, and this is the heart of Shanghai. We are right in the middle of the city right now, and this is a great place to start because we're going to walk along Nanjing Road, we're going to go to the Bund, but I don't recommend going straight to the Bund because there's so much to see before then. So let's start walking along Nanjing Road. Welcome to Nanjing Road. This is the main shopping street here in Shanghai, and if you visited Shanghai but you did not go to Nanjing Road, then you didn't visit Shanghai. This really is the hub of Shanghai, and we're going to walk about a mile along Nanjing Road because we're going to go to the Bund. And you just saw me practice my Chinese over there, so what I would usually do is if I learn a new word, I will go and ask someone a question that I already know the answer to. So I asked the security guard over there, where is the metro station? 地铁站, which is metro station. I already know where it is, but I just wanted to practice saying the new word. I used to do that a lot. That is bagels in a tree. Don't ask me why. So if you have not been watching these Shanghai videos, then you have missed out because we've done so much this week. I've been here, well, I leave tomorrow, and that would have been 6 days in Shanghai, and it's been absolutely unbelievable. I used to live here, I lived here for 2 years, and I've just been visiting, and I was so excited to come back. This is an amazing city, it's an amazing country, and I hope if you've watched my Shanghai videos that it's really opened your eyes to what China is really like, because if you watch the news, it's usually bad news, but we're not going to talk about that today. But China is incredible. This always makes me laugh. Sephora, Pandora, and then M&M's. How did M&M's sneak in there? And why is there not like a Mars store or like Kit Kat store? Why is it always M&M's? I don't know. So Nanjing Road is usually busy, it's usually crowded, but today is a Sunday and it's extra crowded. There's so many people here today. Today's actually the first, I wouldn't say bad weather day, but yeah, we've had some really nice weather since I've been here. And it's a little bit chilly today, so yeah, it's definitely changed. So like I said, when you first arrive in Shanghai, this is what I would do. I would go to People's Square and I would walk along Nanjing Road to the Bund, and then we're going to go somewhere else after that. But this is what I would do because this is really how you immerse yourself in Shanghai. I would say, number one, don't take taxis everywhere. The metro is absolutely unbelievable. Shanghai Metro is the best in the world, so you can take the metro anywhere. It's so cheap, reliable, clean, safe. That's what I recommend. Don't take taxis. You really want to get out there and see the city, and it's an amazing city. What I'm going to do is just point out some interesting things and things that you should see when you come here. So you can get food absolutely anywhere. Like I said, China is extremely safe. The only danger is that you're going to gain weight because there's so much food to eat, and when you see it, you're just going to want to eat everything. Not that though, not squid on a stick, no thank you. But there is so much going on. There's so many people everywhere. Every single street is going to be crowded, but it's so much fun. Like, visiting China is such a massive big experience. It's a big shock to everybody. Look at that small cat. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have no idea what you're going to see every single day in China. Every day is a new experience. Every day is an adventure. Honestly, like, you just walk down the street and you see a tiny cat just crawling around. So I talked about it in a previous video. So a few things you need to be aware of if you are a Uyuan, if you're a foreigner. So if you come to Nanjing Road, if you go to the Bund, if you go to YuYuan, like if you go to the tourist places, you will get approached, and usually there's two kind of people that approach you. Number one is, you want to go to the fake market? Go if you want to, you know. It's not a scam, they're not going to rob you or anything like that, but you can get like watches. They come up to you, they say watch, bag, shoes, and if you want to go there, then go there. It's completely safe. But the second kind of person that's going to approach you is a young, good-looking Chinese lady. She's going to say, where are you from? Do you want to go for a drink? Absolutely not. Never, ever go with them. They are going to scam you. It is a scam. And just because they're beautiful, just because they're going to be kind to you, no one ever walks up to anybody and just says, where are you from? Do you want to go for a drink? No, it doesn't happen. It's not that easy. So it is a scam. Just say no. So as you can see, people square that way, the Bund that way. We are heading to the YuYuan, the Bund. So like I said, tomorrow I will be leaving Shanghai, China. At the end of this video, I'll tell you where I'm going because I have a flight tomorrow to somewhere very, very, very exciting. But visit Shanghai if you can. Now is the easiest time ever to visit Shanghai. You can visit visa free. Over 50 passports can visit here without a visa. So look it up, see if you can come here, because I don't have a visa for China. I don't. And I can come here for 6 days without a visa, and it's an unbelievable experience to come here and see it for yourself. Because like I said, so many people have heard about China, but usually from the news, usually from the media, usually it's bad news, but it can't be all bad, right? No, it's not. Anyway. So a lot of people were surprised by like the infrastructure, and I don't know why, because China is very, very, very advanced. Like the technology they have here, it makes life so easy. Like it's so convenient to live here, it's so easy to live here, and I do miss it. And I'll talk about it later, if it was the right decision for me to leave or not. But it's so easy and convenient to live here. Like this lady's gonna ask me if I wanna go to the fake market. Some of the technology they have here, like the US and the UK, like they wish they had it, honestly, because it's so easy to live here. She just asked me, t-shirt, shoes? No. Nike, Huawei. Zero. I went in here once. There's literally 3 floors worth of snacks and street food. So much. So this is the closest metro station to the Bund, East Nanjing Road, exit 1. But like I said, I recommend going to People's Square and walking along Nanjing Road just to get a feel of the city. But yeah, East Nanjing Road. And that is Ultraman. And of course there's milk tea absolutely everywhere. I like Milk Plus, one of my favorite ones. There are so many people here. Wow, it's so crowded. This is literally every single day in the summer, every weekend when the weather's good. There'll be so many people. So there's the Apple Store, Pingguo, Samsung over there. So of course there's many Chinese cell phone companies. There's many Chinese electric car companies. So they have their own everything. So just down there is Misue Bingchang. If you watch my previous videos, you know exactly what that is. But do not cross the street until there's a green light, because you will get yelled at. Just like these people are getting yelled at now, and it's extremely dangerous. The cars, the bikes, they won't stop for you. So down here is where they're gonna have a Christmas market. And if you're wondering, wow, they celebrate Christmas in China, of course they do. So you can see they have the Christmas lights up. There's a few stores over here. And then I'll just show you where they have the big Christmas tree, because it's really, really cool to come at Christmas time. So there's gonna be a few different Christmas markets in Shanghai. I remember going to a German one, which was really cool. But of course they have Christmas in China. People that think they don't, crazy. But right here they have a huge Christmas tree. This whole place will be decorated. You can get hot chocolate, you can get cookies, you can get everything that you get in your own country, of course. I'm sure it's delicious, but something about seeing a squid on a stick, it doesn't make me feel good. I talked about these things in a previous video. Like I said, living in China is so convenient. It's so easy. So these are portable chargers. So I'm literally going to take my phone, scan here, it's going to pop out, and then I get a portable charger. It's going to cost me like $1, and then when I'm done I just put it back. Do people steal these? No, they don't need to steal them, because people need to use them. So I talked about the self-awareness of the average Chinese person is extremely low. It's unbelievable, really. But let me show you this pretty strange store. I remember the first time I came in here, I was like, what is this place? Great songs playing in here. So this is a cool thing to do. Literally 10 yuan. 10 yuan, 2 minutes. This is like $1.50 or something. It's an absolute bargain. And you get your own picture. You can get some tea in here. You can get souvenirs. There's so much. But from the outside, you would never know all of this stuff is in here. The beautiful Chinese dresses. Over here, you can do like a photo shoot. It'll let you try it on and then take some photos. It's so cool. I can just see the Oriental Pearl Tower. We're going to see it in a second, but over here is one of the most beautiful food court. Look at it, all this food. Literally anything you want. There's so much seafood, there's chicken, there's a lot of stuff. Some things don't make me feel so good, like tofu. Let me get away from the tofu. So as you can see, so many food options. It's so cool in here. Wow. Tofu. So this is right next door, and you can go downstairs here. And they used to have a really good ice cream place here. You can get really cool ice cream, but let's check out downstairs. There's a huge food court. Like, look at all this stuff. But yeah, shrimp on a stick is, yeah, no thank you. So now we're underground. There's like an underground food court. And there are so many options. Like literally whatever you want. Rice, noodles, vegetables, milk tea. This on a stick, like, oh, it's just not appetizing to me. I'm sure some people love it, but for me, no. Milk tea, fruit tea. There's so much. I love these ones. These dumplings here, they're so nice. But the secret about this place is, unfortunately, the food is not that good. And the reason is because it's not fresh. Like, I'm sure it's very, very, very delicious, but everything is like here already. Like all of this stuff, like this stuff is already cooked. So she's just gonna warm it up. All she's gonna do is just warm it up again, because of course we're in like a tourist area, so they have to prepare for a lot of people, so that's what they do. So yeah, it looks really cool, but unfortunately I wouldn't come here to get food, only ice cream. All right, we're on our way to the Bund, and be prepared for a billion people to be there, but also be prepared to see one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen in your life. Just wait for it. So this is the Peace Hotel. This is a very, very famous hotel, the closest hotel to the Bund, extremely expensive, and some famous people have stayed there. Obama and many people, like artists and stuff, when they come here for a tour and they play in Shanghai, a lot of them like to stay there because it's prime time location, very, very expensive. A little bit windy today, but welcome to the Bund. This is the place to be in Shanghai. Absolutely beautiful, and we're going to come back later tonight because the whole skyline lights up, and it's absolutely one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see in the world. Let me just point out some of the towers there. That one there, that's the Oriental Pearl Tower, the most famous one. I actually went right to the top there a few days ago, so go back and watch that video. The tallest one there is the Shanghai Tower. That currently is the 3rd tallest building in the world, right there. You can go to the top of there too. We have the Jinmao Tower, we have the bottle opener, so beautiful skyline here. And as you can see, many people like to come to the Bund, take their pictures. But yeah, at night, there'll be so many people here because it's beautiful. So 6 p.m. is when the lights turn on, and it's currently 2. So we'll have to come back in a few hours to see that. But if you come to Shanghai, you have to come to the Bund, no doubt about it. If you didn't visit the Bund, you did not visit Shanghai. It is beautiful. Come here at like 6 a.m. there'd be nobody here. There'd be a few people running, but you can get some really beautiful, amazing pictures very early in the morning. So I'll show you one thing that doesn't happen in China that happens in many Western countries is you don't get ripped off at tourist attractions. So you can get some drinks here, 5 yuan, 8 yuan. It's like literally $1 for a drink. If you go to New York or London, you'll be paying 5 times that price just because you're at a tourist place. But yeah, doesn't happen here. Over there is the international cruise terminal, so if you take a cruise that goes to Shanghai, then the ship is going to dock literally right there, like prime time on the Bund. Literally, I spent so many hours just looking out here to the skyline of Shanghai. You can take a river cruise, which I'll show you where the dock is just over there. It's amazing. And we can actually see the buildings today, because the first few days we were in Shanghai, the weather was so clear, you can see everything, and then the last few days it's been so misty and foggy that you couldn't see anything, but we can today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to walk to the South Bund, because we have something very interesting down there as well. And like I said, this is what I would do if this was my first day ever in Shanghai. I'd go to People's Square, walk along Nanjing Road, go to the Bund, walk along the Bund, and then we're going to go to YuYuan, which is also where my hotel is. And I have to pack a little bit because I leave Shanghai tomorrow, and I'm so sad about it. I'm so glad I came back, and it brought so many memories back, good and bad. So I've said so many positive things about China in my videos since I've been here. Do I regret leaving? Was it a mistake? Absolutely not. No, it was definitely the right decision to leave, because all the things I love, I still love. All the things that I hate and annoyed me, I still hate, and they still annoy me. I talked about it in a previous video, like, of course there's positives and negatives, so nothing has changed. My feelings haven't changed. I still love Shanghai. I still dislike the things that I dislike, and it was definitely the right decision for me. If you didn't know, I was a primary school teacher here. I lived in Shanghai for 2 years. I taught the first grade. And I've had so many great messages from my students and my students' parents. They were like, "You're back in Shanghai. Like, wow, we're so happy that you're back, la la." And I met a few of my colleagues in the last few nights, and it's been so much fun. Like, it's so different from the Western world. It's so different from my country, England, and just coming here is such an experience. Like I said, every single day is an adventure. Every single day something new happens, and living here was no different, you know. Like, it was such an amazing experience. And when I'm 80 years old, 90 years old, I'm going to be telling my grandkids I lived in China, and I'm going to have so many stories to tell. And it's just fascinating, because you can't get any more different than my own country, you know. Like, everything is different here. Of course, the language, the people, the food, the behaviors, the culture, like everything, the sights, like it's just an unbelievable experience. And come and visit, you know, like, come and visit. I said in a previous video, if you dislike China, great, doesn't affect me in any way, it doesn't affect anybody else apart from you. If you never ever want to visit China, okay, great, it doesn't affect anybody else. But if you get the chance to, then do it. You know, you don't have to fly all the way from wherever your country is, the UK, the US, just to come to China. Like, come here for a few days, like on your way to, you know, Japan or Korea or Thailand, like whatever. Like, just come and see it. Come and see it for yourself, because like I said, I don't want to talk about media today, but the media's impression of China is not good. Simple as that. If you search the news right now from UK and US news outlets and they talk about China, it's bad 99% of the time, but it's not like that, honestly. And, you know, they say whatever they want to say. We have a river cruise going by. But yeah, I love living here. I never ever had a bad experience being a foreigner in China, never. I probably get treated better here as a foreigner than foreigners do in many Western countries, so that's the absolute truth. And I love being a teacher here, and I love walking around Shanghai every day. I went to the Great Wall of China in Beijing. I saw the terracotta warriors in Xi'an. I've seen pandas in Chengdu, and yeah, I've taken bullet trains, the metro. I've been to villages. Like, I really experienced it, the true China, you know. Hello. And that's literally the response you get. People look at you while there's a foreigner, you say hello, okay, cool, they're just a human being, let's move on. Like, you don't get treated badly here as a foreigner, even if you don't speak Mandarin, you know. Like, it's an experience. Every single day is a new experience, and it was definitely the right decision for me to leave, because I left for my personal reasons, and they're personal to me, and my feelings haven't changed, because my school that I worked at, it was absolutely unbelievable. Like, I loved it so much, and just seeing my former colleagues in the last few days, like, they say, yeah, it's still the same, it's still amazing, and we still get treated really good, and the salary's still very high, and we're so happy to be here. And they was like, why did you leave? Because no one ever leaves. And I was like, yeah, it was one of the hardest decisions of my life to leave Shanghai, because it's so easy to live here, and it's such a great experience, and you make so much money here as a foreigner, as a foreign teacher, so much more than teaching in the UK and the US. And yeah, if you ever get the chance to come here, then come here. If you want, if you don't want to, okay, that's great. Like both are okay, but it was definitely the right decision for me to leave. I don't regret it, and yeah, I like how my life is going right now. And a lot of my problems haven't gone away because I've left, because you know, I had to leave for some reasons. And yeah, life always goes on. Life always goes on, and I love seeing my students grow up. I left China a year and a half ago, and like seeing pictures of them now, it's just like, wow, they're so much taller, their English is so much better. And you know, because I taught English and science, and like some of the kids that I had in my class, I was the first foreign teacher they ever had. You know, like I talked about in a recent video, like I went to a village one time a few hours away from Shanghai, and there was like a few kids came up to me. There was like a 14-year-old girl. She was like, "You're the first foreigner I've ever seen in my life." I was like, what? It's pretty crazy, but you know, like foreigners don't usually go to villages. So I was in absolutely zero danger going to these places. Never ever felt in physical danger being in China, being a foreigner, looking different, not speaking the language. Like never. I've been to over 60 countries, 60, and China is without a doubt the safest country I have ever been to. And I can say that honestly, and people are not going to believe that. That's okay. It doesn't change the truth. It doesn't change my experiences. And I think that's the one thing I'm going to take away when I do leave, because of course the whole of October, every single video that I made was in London, and London is not safe. It's as simple as that. It is not safe. Like, so many bad things happen every day. Not to say bad things don't happen here. It's absolutely not perfect. Absolutely not. Do you need common sense? Yes, you need common sense absolutely anywhere you go. You know, don't be stupid and you'll usually be okay. It's exactly the same here. But the chances of something happening here are so low compared to, let's compare London, compared to London. Because every single five minutes when I'm walking down the street in London, I go like that. Just to make sure, just so I'm aware of my surroundings, because bad things happen there, and I don't need to do that here because I feel so safe here. Safe for children, safe for women. You see children go to dinner by themselves, children go to school by themselves, and you can't do that in London, and it's so sad because you should be able to. And another thing is, there's no trash on the streets here. You won't see homeless people. I've been here for 6 days, I've seen 0 homeless people, and if you think that's not a normal thing to not see them, then it's pretty crazy. You know, it's not normal to see homeless people. But as you can see, I don't see any trash, I don't see any drunk people, I don't see any homeless people, and if you think it's normal to see them, then it's pretty sad. But yeah, here you can buy some tickets for the river cruise. So many places you go to, you're going to see Hanzi, which is Chinese, and English. So it's no different here. So you can see it's going to have the English. So of course this is the price in yuan. So if you take the metro, the signs are going to be in English. The announcement's going to be in English. Maybe someone there will speak English. English is not, how can I say this without making people mad, but less people speak English than you'd think. Of course, many people do speak English, but a kid is more likely to speak English than his mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. So if there's a 10-year-old kid, they probably speak English, and maybe mom and dad do, grandma and grandpa highly unlikely. Because of course, kids now in every single school in China, they have English class, which is great, and hopefully they have good teachers, because we had the most fun. Like my class always had the most fun. And if you're worried about foreigners getting told not to film, there's a police van right here. Absolutely no problem with me filming on the street, being a foreigner on the street. Nobody's going to tell me to stop. I filmed over 100 videos in Shanghai. Not a single time did I get told to stop filming. What are you doing? Please tell me what you're doing. Never, ever. So if you see that on the news, rubbish. Anyway, I just talked a lot. I talked for 9 minutes. Anyway, let's keep walking. We're walking down to the South Bund because that's where YuYuan is. And like I said, when you land in Shanghai, this is what I recommend doing. So there'll be less and less people here because the North Bund, that's where Nanjing Road beats the Bund. So there's always going to be more people up there. But yeah, just the skyline is absolutely beautiful. One of the best views ever. But wait until you see it tonight. If you didn't see it in my previous videos, then just wait, because it's unbelievable. 2 p.m. now. We need to be somewhere at 2:30, so we have plenty of time. You can get your snacks and drinks here very reasonably priced. You won't get ripped off here. At tourist attractions like you do in many countries, which is sad, you can get pictures here. Let's look at the prices for pictures. So a 6-inch picture is 20 yuan, which is less than $3. 12-inch picture, 40 yuan. Photo frame, 10 yuan. Yeah, $1.50. Absolutely crazy. You're not going to be charged $50 for a picture like you do at many tourist attractions around the world. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. Let's keep walking. If you come down here, you're going to see a few different types of boats. So these ones are actually ferries. So they literally go to the other side of the river and back and back and back, and it costs 2 yuan, which is 20 cents or something. You can see river cruises, so they cruise along the river. You can take some cool pictures. I think it lasts for like 45 minutes or an hour. And they also have dinner cruises, so you can go on the boat for a few hours and have some dinner. Just a few minutes away from the Bund is YuYuan, just over there. Timmy's. Welcome to another must visit here in Shanghai. It's not Malangdao, it is YuYuan. Welcome to YuYuan. This is an absolutely beautiful area here in Shanghai. It's an absolute must visit when you come here. We're going to come back here later on again tonight because again it's lit up just like the Bund, but this is, when I think of China, this is what I think about. These are the kind of buildings that I think about, and like I said, wait until tonight. It looks even more beautiful, but we're gonna walk through. There's a Chinese garden inside, which we're gonna go inside. Here is another lit up, beautiful food court, but again, food is not that good because it's not fresh. But this is another area that foreigners will get approached to go to the fake market. You wanna go drink? Just say no. Hello, tea. Look at all these people. Jeez, Sunday. This is another place you can come really, really early in the morning to take some pictures because this place never closes. But just look at it. Of course it's touristy, but it's beautiful, and like I said, when I think about China, this is what I think about. Pretty beautiful, huh? Wait until tonight. So right now we're walking across the bridge, and I'm going to put some pictures on the screen here of what it looks like during Chinese New Year, because it's absolutely craziness. It's absolutely beautiful. There'll be lights everywhere. There'll be things in the water, and it's beautiful. So unfortunately there's some construction right here, but this is a tea house and you can go inside and have like a tea experience or whatever. But yeah, just this area. I remember coming here like the first week I was in China and I was just like, what? Because it's so stereotypical Chinese. Like, this is exactly what I expect when I think about China. So here is the ticket office for YuYuan. We already have a ticket, so we're gonna head straight for the entrance. So I just entered right here. I already have my ticket and it costs 40 yuan, which is $6. Wait until you see this place. Absolutely unbelievable. So I'll give you a small warning. I'll try and get some good shots, but there's so many people here. So I'll try my best. This place is just incredible. The Chinese culture is amazing. Unfortunately, there's definitely a section missing. Like, it's definitely blocked off because I remember so much more that you can see. There used to be like a lake area that you can look over, and there used to be like bridges and stuff. So unfortunately, it's blocked off. But the stuff that you can still see, it's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. And again, I think it's so hilarious that there's just skyscrapers and buildings just surrounding this place. And I can just see the top of the Oriental Pearl Tower over there. So the skyline's just over there where we just were. But I love this stuff so much. And just thinking about the history, you know, like people come in here so many years ago and they were doing whatever they were doing. Like, this is a study room here. So YuYuan definitely, let's say, number 3 on the list of things that you have to visit in Shanghai. The Bund is number 1. Probably, actually, I'd put it number 2. So I'd say the Bund, I'd say YuYuan, I'd say Nanjing Road. You can put Shanghai Disneyland in there as well. But it's incredible. It's beautiful. Don't come on the weekend, but it's beautiful. And it only costs $6 US. 哎，你好。My mistake, my mistake. This is what I was talking about. I just didn't look hard enough. I thought I saw it everywhere, but nope. This is what I saw last time. Just mind-blowing. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Nothing but good things to say about YuYuan. Absolutely beautiful. A must-do when you visit Shanghai. Gonna go to the hotel now, which luckily is literally a 1-minute walk away. So one thing you must know is this area here, like, anybody can come here. You need a ticket to go inside the actual park. Last entrance is at 4, it closes at 5, so make sure you get a ticket. You can get a ticket on the door, but if you don't want to be disappointed, then get them online. Literally 40 yuan, $6 US, absolute bargain. But let's go to the hotel. I am going to come back to YuYuan when it gets dark because, like I said, it's absolutely beautiful when the lights are turned on. So YuYuan is literally right there and my hotel is there. So close. So this is where I've been staying since I've been in Shanghai. 1, because of the location, very close to YuYuan and the Bund, and 2, because I like the name. This is called the Sushi Light Luxury Hotel. Cool name. But let me show you quickly. Sorry about the mess. I'm in the process of packing because I need to leave tomorrow. So very, very nice room. Nothing special, but very, very, very nice. Has everything that I need. Huge bed, plenty of outlets. Here's my view of Shanghai. There's Shanghai, but very, very comfortable. Sushi Light Luxury Hotel. I'll put the information in the description. Maybe it's an option for you. But did you know that China has the same outlets as the US? Maybe you didn't know that, but it's true. So right now it is 3:40 and it's going to be dark about 5 o'clock. So I'm going to relax a little bit. I definitely need to pack because tomorrow is travel day. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video where I'm going. Can you guess? Can you guess? I'm so happy to be back in Shanghai, but I'm excited to leave because we have some adventures to go on and I have a cruise booked. I think we have 5 weeks from today until the cruise. So for the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be traveling a lot of places. I actually don't even have plans after the next country, but yeah, we'll be going to a few different countries and then we have a cruise, Christmas and New Year's cruise, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, our adventure in Shanghai is not over yet. We still have tonight and then tomorrow I have an afternoon flight, so we see a bit of Shanghai in tomorrow's video and then film travel day. And yeah, so I'm going to relax a little bit, wait for it to get dark, pack, and then we can go and see Shanghai at night because it's a completely new experience. Ooh, it's chilly now, 5:30. We got to get there before 6. Welcome back to the Bund. We're going to wait for the lights to turn on. It's so cold and windy. So I didn't get any packing done because I was reading some comments, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, then follow me on Instagram because I don't upload these videos immediately. So you're probably going to be watching this video maybe definitely a week, maybe 2 weeks sometimes after I film it. And the people on Instagram already know where I'm going tomorrow. They already know what I've been up to because I post every single day on Instagram. But there's always so many people here waiting for the lights to turn on, and depending what season it is, the time changes. So in the summertime it might be 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. because of course it needs to be dark, but winter time it's 6 and it's currently 5:47. So we have a few minutes. We're going to go to the North Bund because you get the best view. So if you didn't know, that is the Huangpu River, and Shanghai's translation is literally on sea. And if you don't know about the climate, Shanghai gets extremely cold and extremely hot. They get both extremes. So the Bund, you can see so many live streamers. There's a guy singing there, there's a lady there, and it's big business, you know. They make so much money on Chinese social media. So now we're starting to hit the big crowds. Many people in the north part of the Bund because, like I said earlier, Nanjing Road is right there. So this is where most of the people are going to be. Less people in the South Bund, but you get the best view in the North Bund. Look at all the people waiting. Alright, so Nanjing Road is right there, and this is going to be our spot. There's a river cruise going by, but this is where we're going to see the lights turn on. I'm telling you, the camera does not do it justice. That is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Wow. Wow. Everyone said, ooh. And this is Nanjing Road. Look at all those people. Wow. They're all coming over here. So whenever you visit Shanghai, definitely check the time schedule for when the lights turn on, because it's not the same all year round, but absolutely incredible. We're going to try and fight these crowds, try to get back to YuYuan. Actually, I just decided we're gonna go over there. We're gonna cross the river, so I'm gonna show you YuYuan at night first, and then we're gonna go across to LuJiaZui, which is over there. So let me say it again, LuJiaZui. That's the area where the towers are across the river. So this side of the river is called the Bund. So when you type in the Bund on the internet, it's actually gonna show you the skyline, but the skyline is not even the Bund. This side of the river, the Bund, over there is LuJiaZui. Welcome back to YuYuan. So the Chinese garden that we went inside earlier is right there, but we're just gonna see the outside areas, the streets, because now it's all lit up. Time now 6:34. The reason that I came here during the daytime and now the nighttime is just to show you how different it is. They're both beautiful, but the nighttime is incredible. And I don't know if I talked about Chinese New Year earlier, but this is the place to be for Chinese New Year. The whole area is absolutely beautiful. There's a billion people everywhere. It's so difficult to get tickets to go inside, but we're gonna see it at night right now. Incredible place, incredible country. Wow. Visit Shanghai if you get the chance. Just look at this place. It's absolutely incredible. Like literally the typical Chinese buildings, what I think of when I think of China. It's right here at YuYuan. So right here is where we entered YuYuan Garden. So that closes down at 5, but this area stays open all night, so you can come here whenever you want to. Time to say YuYuan 再见再见. Let's go to the metro. If you did not watch my previous videos, the Shanghai Metro is the best in the world. It's incredible. We're only going one stop. So right now we're at YuYuan and we're going to LuJiaZui, one stop. Welcome to LuJiaZui. We are now on the other side of the river and look at that. Wow. Wow. A few days ago I went all the way up there. There is a restaurant up there that you can have dinner in, but the views from here are absolutely incredible. The Shanghai Tower is hiding right now behind this one, but there's a ring road here so we can walk all the way around, but it's just amazing. It looks beautiful the other side of the river, but from here, just incredible. Absolutely amazing. Wow, I love the colors on it. So of course there's so many skyscrapers in the Shanghai skyline, but the Oriental Pearl Tower is the main one. It's the most iconic, it's the most beautiful. Wow. Definitely go up there too, I highly recommend it. Tickets not that expensive, and it's a great experience. Like I said, you can go to the top of the Shanghai Tower, which we can just see peeking behind that building there. You can go to the top there, which is the 3rd tallest building in the whole world. And there is also a huge Disney store right next to the tower. Can you see the hidden Mickey? Can you see it? Can you see it? So the Bund is over there. That's the other side of the river. But definitely come to this side. So there's a few ways to cross the river. One, you can take the metro like I just did. Two, there's a ferry which costs 2 yuan. Three, you can take a taxi, but it's pretty inconvenient because there's only a few roads that cross the river. So highly recommend taking the metro, or if the weather's good, take the ferry, but it's pretty chilly tonight. We are gonna go and find some dinner in the Super Brand Mall. Malls in China are absolutely amazing. They're huge. Look at this arcade. This is cool. Kind of reminds me of Japan. All right, I'll be honest, I've been walking around for 10 minutes and nothing sounds good to me, so I don't want Chinese food. So I'm gonna be a really bad tourist. I'm gonna go to McDonald's just for research purposes, just to show you what it's like in China. So let's take a look at the menu here. Fast food is actually very reasonable in China. There's a lot you can get for not much money, which is always great. But they have some crazy stuff. Like one time they had like this bamboo burger or something. No idea what it was, but there's a lot of stuff going on. I was just like, oh, apple pie sounds good, but it's not apple pie, it's custard pie. Got my meal. So that was $22.90. which is like $3.20. That was not good. Big regrets, big regrets. All right, that's it. That's the end of today's video, and it's the end of my trip to Shanghai, China. It's been absolutely incredible. I'm so glad that I could come back. Thank you so much for watching these videos, because it's the only way that I can continue to travel, continue to film it, and this is just the start. This is the end of the first week of my travels, and I'm going to be traveling for the next few months. So if you would like to see more, if you would like to follow me around Asia, then hit the subscribe, because I appreciate it so much. Hit the like just to tell me that you enjoyed this video. I'm genuinely curious what you think when you watch these China videos, so please write me a comment, tell me what you think of China or Shanghai or anything really. Thank you so much, channel members, for supporting me. I appreciate you guys' support so much. Channel members watch the videos before everybody else. Channel members are gonna see some unreleased videos from the time that I lived in China. Thank you guys so much. If you would like to become a channel member, then click the join button below this video. Channel members already know where I'm going to tomorrow. And it's time to say that I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna be flying to Tokyo, Japan. I absolutely cannot wait to go to Tokyo. We're gonna be in Tokyo for 10 days. So if you'd like to follow me there, like I said, hit the subscribe. I appreciate it so much. Write me a comment and I'll see you tomorrow. Travel day, baby. 再见，再见。我爱你，中国。